Hey everybody, I don't really know how to start this video or really know what to say at the beginning of it, but there's a few different reasons why I want to make this video. I have not been doing good lately, and if that's reflected in some of my videos coming forward, I just wanted to be honest about where I was at. So whether it means that my uploads are erratic and there's one a week like last week and it was uploaded on Sunday, or I'm just not seeming super peppy and lively, or maybe even like my normal self in a day in the life or something like that, that you guys have a bit of understanding. I did make a post on my Instagram about it, but I've just been kind of going through it lately. And, if you've been around for a long time, or just even during my miscarriages, you will know that back then I had tried to get some help for my mental health, because obviously that entire year was really rough. And by the end of it, I felt like I was in a very, very, very bad place. However, our insurance did not cover it. So I had to end up canceling appointments because monthly appointments would have been like $600 out of pocket. And after that, I pursued some online services, but those were $450 a month. And I know that I can't speak to everybody, but I don't think that's even in the realm of affordable for most average Americans. And I think that it's pretty disgusting that that's what getting the healthcare that you need is based off of in this country. And I know that a lot of people say don't wait to get help, but there's some people who have to. I didn't have a choice. My services weren't covered, and they weren't covered for the year after. And then in 2020, they were told that nothing has changed. They didn't even get a new paper handout or any kind of documentation as to what their benefits were, because they were told that nothing had changed. So just reference the year before when mental health was not covered. And until this year, when I was encouraged by somebody to look into it again, I had no reason to believe that things had changed, because they shouldn't have, based off of what we had been told. So to my surprise, I called and I asked, and they said, yes, it is covered. There's a $40 copay, but after that, it's covered. I sobbed when I got off the phone. And I have been working with my therapist for the past month, but therapy, as I quickly learned, does not just make everything better instantaneously. And a lot of times with therapy, things feel a little worse before they do get better, because you are peeling back a lot of uncomfortable things. You're talking about a lot of hard subjects, and you are, really getting to the root of some of the issues. So that is very uncomfortable. It can be upsetting, it can be draining and exhausting, and it's hard work. So just like anything else, health-wise, getting to the bottom of it is not an easy journey. So yeah, I'm tired. I'm agitated, mostly because I'm starting to get a real understanding of where I might be with my mental health. And I really feel like if I had gotten the help that I had so desperately asked for 2 years ago, I might not be in this position that I am today. And this is why I filmed this video last today, because I knew at some point I was going to start to ruin my makeup. But I tried to get help, and I asked all the right people, and I did all the right things. But when you make too much for income-based services, but you do not make enough to afford astronomical medical fees, you have one choice: to not get help. And I really don't care what other people think. If they think it's weak, if they think it's gross, if they think it's a cop-out, I really don't care. I know that to be a better person, to be a better mom, to be a better wife, to be a better everything, for me to be better, for me and like my soul and my being and everything about me as a person to be better and to feel better, I have to do this. And I don't really care about other people's opinions, but it's difficult, just like with anything else to do with your health. Mental health is health, and it's a real shame that it's not looked at like that, because I have no problem going to the doctor for, anything, whether it's my skin check at my dermatologist or my annual optometrist appointment for my glasses, or if it's to go to my general provider because something is going on and I think that I might have strep throat. I don't think twice about those appointments at all. But for some reason, I have an immense amount of guilt and other difficult feelings surrounding getting help with my mental health. And I just know that it's affecting me working through this. And I just wanted to be honest. And I know moving forward, it might be able to be seen in some of my videos. And I don't know. I told you 2 years ago when I felt like I was in a crappy place, and I'm kind of in a crappy place again. And I just feel like it doesn't get said enough. There's a lot of people who just want to pretend like everything's okay, and I just quite frankly can't do it. I don't know how people do it. I'm not one of those. I'm not interested in becoming one of those. Nothing against them. I don't have the energy for it. I don't have the extra spare energy to pretend like everything's okay. So I'm not looking for like pity or, any kind of something like that. I'm just trying to let you guys know, and to hopefully, encourage anybody who might have hesitations about getting their own help, to tell you that if you can, please don't. And if you were in the position that I was 2 years ago, I am so sorry. I know how frustrating it is to get to the point of wanting to ask for help because things are that difficult, and being told that you can't afford it, and that it's not a right, that apparently it's a privilege that you pay for, and if you can't afford it, then it's nobody else's problem. So I'm sorry that our healthcare system has also let you down, and I hope that you can get help soon. This isn't anything to do with postpartum. I mean, I'm sure that the hormones and the emotions from it certainly play a role in a sense, but the biggest issues have been around for years. So they have gradually gotten worse over time, and they've just reached a point to which something desperately needed done. And I'm just really thankful that I looked into it again, despite what I thought I had known. Therapy being covered is just such a game changer for me, and finally being able to get the help that I need. And even saying that, it's hard to do, because part of me still feels like getting help for your mental health, saying the help that I need with my mental health, I have a lot of complicated feelings around that. I think it's definitely something that comes from society and things that we're taught, and I need to unlearn it, and I'm trying my best to, and I'm trying to rewrite the way that I think about that kind of stuff, because it is not something that I want to pass on. It's not something that I'm interested in letting continue, at least with our family. I would not hesitate for a moment to get my daughter's help, and I would never want any of you or my daughters or my husband or anybody that I care about to feel guilty for getting the help that they need. But for some reason, when it's yourself, it is always more difficult. And I don't know. I just wanted to come on here and let you know that if you notice a change, it's there. But I am actively working on it and trying my hardest. Just some things don't get better immediately. It's going to take a bit. I don't know how to end this. I don't want you guys to be, worried or concerned or anything. I just wanted to be honest and let you know that I am working on myself. Over on Instagram, I have been doing periodic check-ins with you guys on a slider feature, just to kind of rate your week, rate your day, stuff like that. Because I think the more things we could have in our day that make us stop and reflect on how we actually feel could maybe better show yourself that, maybe it would also benefit you to reach out to somebody whether it be a professional or somebody just close to you, and talk, So, just let me know down in the comments below how you guys are doing. You guys are always so kind, and you ask me how I'm doing, and just know that that means a lot. I think people think of it as that thing that doesn't go a long way, but it really does. So I'd really love to know how you guys are doing, and we can talk down in the comments below. But I did just want to open up a little bit. You guys never judge me. I don't feel like I need to watch my back with what I say. It can't be said for a lot of my in-person relationships. And that's the reason why I do feel so comfortable being so honest here. And I'm also comfortable being honest if it means helping somebody else. So, yeah. I hope you guys are doing well. And I'm hoping that you had a good week or weekend, whatever it may be by the time that I upload this. But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching and supporting me.